Alright guys, Sean here. We got a 2004 Harley Davidson Electra Ultra Classic. Big old bad Ultra Classic. And this bike actually has a the engine's been rebuilt about 30,000 miles ago, and it has a 1550 big bore kit in it. And that was all done on Harley. There's the stuff, there's the old pistons. This guy even has a EFI race tuner kit in it. I'm excited to see how powerful this bike is. This bike has been meticulously maintained at Appalachian Harley Davidson. Big old fat tires on it. It's a very nice bike. Let's see how it runs.
Friday and Saturday only.
Touring bikes are the way to go when it's colder outside. You get to feel more of that heat from the engine, and the fairings block all the wind. It doesn't even feel cold. It's amazing. I was so cold riding just a regular no fairing cruiser bike, but I'm on this and I feel great. This bike has 99,000 miles on it, and it has got to be one of the cleanest bikes I've seen. I mean, it's so nice. Check out the walk around video. I nitpicked this bike apart. If there's a flaw on it, I'll let you know about it. But I tell you what, this bike is very nice, and it was meticulously maintained at Appalachian Harley Davidson. They must have had 30 to 40 service records of this thing there, including the engine rebuild with the new 1550 big bore kit. All Harley Davidson Screaming Eagle parts. This guy really, you know, and that's true with most guys that are riding these Ultras. They maintain their bikes. I wouldn't think twice about buying a high mileage Ultra. This thing moves. This thing feels really, really tight. I mean, I'm cruising, I'm going 60 miles an hour in top gear, and it just feels like I'm going 20. Roll on the throttle, you're already going 10 miles more. It's insane. It's such a smooth ride too, and it handles well. This is a special color. It's they call it Glacier Pearl or Glacier White. It's got a hint of blue on it. It's very cool looking. This is really the way to go in the colder weather. I'm just wearing like a Gore-Tex jacket, and it's, I don't know, it's got to be in the 40s. I feel great. This bike just has tons of power, but it's so smooth. I've sold a lot of these higher mileage Harley Ultras, never had any complaints about them. And a lot of the guys that ride them, you know, they're like, oh, I don't want that bike, it's got so many miles. They hop on and ride this thing like, wow, this feels amazing. When a bike's been maintained this well, hey, if something breaks, they fix it. In this case, the whole engine's been rebuilt. But something like that, when you rebuild the engine, you know, these things will do 100,000 miles the first time. The engine's been rebuilt probably about 24,000 miles ago. You got plenty of room to go on this thing. He also put these awesome looking gauge backings on here. I think they look like CVO gauges. If you're looking for a good, nice touring bike, but you don't want to spend over 10, you got to go with something like this. Dude, I didn't mean to call anyone dude, but I get bikes like this all the time, and it is the best value you could possibly get if you're looking for a Harley touring bike. Little birds fighting. Someone maintained this bike very well. It's gonna last a long time, and you're getting all the cow. That is fast. This thing is so smooth, so responsive. This thing is a screamer. I mean, it's not. It doesn't pull like the I have another one with 111,000 miles. It has an S&S top end. It doesn't pull like that because this is more a consistent power band. The S&S is like 3,000 RPMs and above. It just throws your arms off. This is very smooth, but it's got power the whole way around. And that speedometer just goes up there so fast. I'm really enjoying riding this bike. This one's got that cool backrest too. I like that. Take a lot of pressure off my back. I've never been a Harley guy. I've always for a long time I've been an anti-Harley guy. But now that I've been I ride Harleys all the time. You know, I've definitely changed my thinking a little bit. And I actually really like them. I find myself hopping on these Harleys, listening to the radio, having a good old time, and abiding by the speed limit. Guys, check out my YouTube channel. Subscribe to it. I got 70 subscribers. That's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with that. I'm selling about 15 to 20 bikes a month. I got about 25. I got more bikes than I've ever had in inventory, and things are going really well. I do 2 videos for every bike. I do a test drive video like this one when you're seeing, and then I do a walk around video where I look at the same bike and I'll show you every little minute imperfection that I can possibly find on that bike. I ship most of my bikes that I sell, I ship them so the owner actually never sees the bike in person before they buy it. And every single person who has done that, that's most of my customers, they've all said the same thing, like, wow, this bike is in better shape. Look at my eBay review, it's perfect. It's in better shape than I thought it was. Because a lot of things I'm picking out, they never would have seen. And hey, I might lose customers that way, but I don't want to deceive anybody. The last thing I want to do is deceive somebody and have them think that that the bike is, I don't want them to find the bike and be like, wow, this is worse than what I thought it was. I want them to say this is exactly as described, or this is better than what you described. I can't even see those imperfections. That's what I want. That makes a happy customer. That guy's gonna go tell his friends. And that's how I'm trying to run a business. Guys, this bike is awesome. It runs really good. Brakes feel real tight. No pulsating. It's got good tires. If you called me and said, hey, I'm looking at this bike, I want to take this thing to California, I'd say this would be a perfect bike to do it. You can fly in, ride this thing home. Look at all my other bikes. Alright guys.